Hello, guys. Welcome to Cafe Season 3. We are doing our second meeting today, and we are excited to have you. So, wherever you're joining us from, whether on YouTube, Zoom, or on Facebook, karibuni sana. We are happy to have you and happy to host you today. Um, so, karibuni sana. Feel at home. We say Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea. So, to be our joy to just talk. In fact, today our topic is afloat stories. We want to hear stories. Imekuwa time ya corona na tunataka kusikia watu wako aje, what is not working or what is working. So wherever you are, be at ease and karibu sana to Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea. In view of that, we will look into our theme song. So we have a theme song and we want to listen to it. When we say together, if you fall, we'll fall together. Or when you rise together. What do we mean? So, karibu sana, and let's listen to our theme song. Thank you.
This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back. Sing it for the broken parts. Sing it for the just found out life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together. This is for the second chance. This is for the new romance. Sing it for the left in vain. Overcame. It's not too late. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together. Together. Oh, and when we rise, we will rise together. Together. Listen, if you're looking for hope tonight, you're all alone. If you're feeling alone tonight, and you feel if you're in the fight of your life, I can promise we're gonna make it happen. I will be by your side. By your side. It's in the air tonight. Can you feel it? I can see the light. Whenever and wherever, just as long as we're together, say we fall, we will fall together. I got you, my brother. I see you, my sister. When we rise, we will rise together. Together. We will fall together. Take my hand. Help me stand. When we rise, we will rise together. We will rise together. Yes, sir. Together we are dangerous. Together with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.
That was beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed the song. It's by For King and Country. Um, Together. Uh, I think they released it in this period of Corona. And what they're saying is together, together we will rise. So maybe that this is a period when some feel we are going down, as they say, together with our differences, together with how apart we are, together we will rise. So I hope you've been blessed, and that will be our theme song. So you'll be hearing it many times, and I'm sure it will be a blessing. Karibuni, the others. We are being joined by some the others. Hey, Wina.
Hey Steve,
Hey, ukoaje?
niko poa sana. I'm very excited kuwa hapa leo. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much. Karibu sana cafe. Yes, and today, how are you feeling today? Are you excited about today's meeting? Okay. Today's a good day, and for all of us, we'll be hearing wonderful stories. And wonderful may not mean perfect. I'm sure there are stories which you relate with, and we are hoping that you'll be blessed in the course. So, Wina, siku yako ikoaje?
My day so far iko poa. Sina kitu yote ya complain or anything. It's a simple but beautiful day, and I thank God this far imenileta. So yeah.
Okay, and maybe if I could ask, Wina,
Yes.
for me, if as a young adult, when Corona when the news came, I remember so well. It was on March, I think it was 20th. I had a cut, I think the next day or something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm partly a student, so when you come, mi nilitembea ushago. Mi nilidhani nakuja ushago siku tatu, so nikakuja na trouser mbili, shati mbili, nikijua mi nakaa mtu nirudi Nairobi. Manze, siku tatu zimekuwa miezi tatu. So my COVID experience was unplanned. It was I mean everything I had to, nikafika mahali nikasema sasa kijana, you are here for longer, so that's why I'm here. That's how I am from Meru, and it's been an experience. And I would want to know, what has been your hardest experience in this season at Wina?
My hardest experience. Kwanza I remember the day enye sasa the day enye the president alitangaza that things will be locked down. Tulikuwa I think tulikuwa shule. Pia sisi we were about to do an exam, but then tukaitwa emergency kwa nini? In an emergency assembly. So after you are like yo, what's happening? But then it was shocking. It was not an easy thing to take in. Kujua kwamba there's no school, there's no church, there's no businesses, everything is shut down. So hiyo taking in all the shock inakuwa kitu ngumu sana. So but then with time imekuwa, yeah, we adapt. We have to adapt. Even some days have been bad, some days have been good. So kuna days then you feel completely helpless, hopeless. Unashindwa sasa, what does the future hold? What is there? What is there for us? But then all in all, God amekuwa tu, so it's amazing. It's scary, but then it's amazing. It's interesting. I can say that. Yeah.
So would you hope that this COVID moment goes on a little longer?
Yeah, looking looking at the bigger picture, naona COVID imekuwa na benefits mingi sana. We have seen families coming together. Tumeona watu wenye people who otherwise not connected wameconnect kwa hii period ya COVID. People have gotten new ideas and stuff, business ideas kwa njia zenye will have otherwise been thought impossible. So yes, hata ikiendelea ingine kidogo, as long as people are safe and people are okay, then I think looking at the bigger picture, it's not that bad. We can still manage it.
Well, I don't know if everyone shares that idea. Every young adult, 21 years and above, from where they are at, and I know some of them have joined us on Zoom, others have joined us on Facebook and YouTube, and we will keep your comments coming. What has been your hardest part in this? I mean, Winner said for him, he feels there's a silver lining. And even more than that, as we go on, in some way, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
As we go on, we'll be joined. We'll want to hear more stories, and we trust today that we'll be able to hear those stories of people. Ziko aje, and we want to. We're doing this. We are collecting these stories because we believe they are a sample of where we are at young adults. But we believe that together we are bolder, stronger, and we will overcome. Whether this period takes little time or itakawia, we believe that together we are stronger, bolder. Yeah, so Janet, karibu sana. We are glad to see you. We will be joined for everyone who has joined us on our platforms. We'll be joined by some guests in a short while, and we want to hear their stories. COVID-19 stories. Have they remained afloat or have they sunk? Kumekuwaje? I've been in chat with young adults
I think
time to time, and they have had diverse stories, and we want to hear. Okay, so how has it been? So, Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea, we are here to talk. We are here to encourage one another. We are here to be inspired. More to even pray for one another. And as a Christian ministry, we would want to be inspired more and more, even in this moment. So, Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea, we are here. So keep your chats going. Keep your comments. Platforms as we shared, and we are more than blessed to have you. So as we wait to be joined by our guests, we ask you to keep chatting, we keep receiving your comments, and you'll be blessed. Thank you. We will have our song play again as we move on to the next juncture, but we are blessed to have you and to continue receiving you. Thank you.
This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back. Sing it for the broken parts. Sing it for the just found out life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you're alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And here we will fall together. second chance. This is for the new romance. Singing for the left in vain. Overcame, it's not too late. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together. Together. Oh, and when we rise, we will rise together. Together. Listen, if you're looking for hope tonight, you're all alone. If you're feeling alone tonight, and you feel if you're in the fight of your life, I can promise we're gonna make it happen. I will be by your side. By your side. In the air tonight. Can you feel it? I'll be seeing the light. Whenever and wherever, just as long as we're together, say we fall, we will fall together. I got you, my brother. I see you, my sister. When we rise, we will rise together. Together. Take my hand. Help me stand. When we rise together. Yes, sir.
Together we are dangerous. Together with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.
Hi. How you guys doing? I'm glad to see you. You're all here. Mko poa lakini?
Thank you. We will be joined shortly by Sharon Kidenji. Sharon Kidenji is a cafe member. She's one of the active members, and she's so warm, by the way. You will appreciate meeting her. So everyone, for those who are in studio already, I want you to clap for Kidenji as she joins us. Hi, Kidenji.
Hi,
Hi, Steve.
Hey,
Hi,
so glad to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
So glad to see you.
Nikonje that
Aki umekuwa-
you're wearing a mask. Deni.
Aki umekuwa mrembo.
Nikonje.
I see.
Nikonje na nitaitwa. So I'm still at work. That's why niko na mask. Bado sijafunga.
Oh.
Nafunga usiku around the party.
It's okay. That's what the challenges of young adults.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm sure they will bear with you, whatever will come up. But then you are live, so wanakuona. We have been joined by people on Zoom, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, kila mahali. So we want to hear Kidenji. How is it? Umekuaje?
Nakwambia hii season sasa nitasema aje, nimekuwa tu journey challenges, kupona si kupona exactly but well, let me just call it to recover. Yes, let me just call it that. And imekuwa na ups and downs zake tu na nakwambia faith imebidi nimekeep faith yangu cause vitu mob zimehappen, si vitu mob sana but kuna vitu tu zimehappen, imebidi tu ni grow spiritually, mentally, physically, not as okay physically physically the biological process, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally imebidi tu nimegrow na nimekuwa stronger because season 2 imebidi tu.
Okay, thank you. Janet and Winner will watakuwa na kuuliza one or two things, but as they process, maybe what to ask you. My quick question would be, what has been your hardest experience in this season?
The hardest moment. Umeuliza the hardest moment. Sina earphone, so it's
Yes. Yes. What has been your hardest moment in this
the
season?
hardest moment. Hey, kutoka nitashahidi kwa nje. But the hardest moment ilikuwa this year around end of February. That yes, thank you. Hebu niweke earphones. Asante.
Challenges of young adults.
Challenges, yes, challenges. The hardest moment ilikuwa this year February. That's when it happened. I sort of lost somebody. Sijuka this is the right place to share, but yes, I lost my Janet, help me out.
Bring it on, Mama. Bring it on. We're listening.
Okay. I was expecting and I had a miscarriage around end of February. Actually, it was the 28th of February. That's when I had the miscarriage, and it was so hard. And yeah, that was the hardest moment this season.
Janet, say something.
Yeah, Sharon. I totally understand what you're right. So, what are the lessons you've learned throughout that period where you had your miscarriage and everything? What are your biggest challenges? What are the lessons you learned?
Yeah. Okay. The biggest lesson that I've learned.
Yeah.
The biggest lesson that I've learned is hebu chill kidogo, niko na customer.
Okay.
Young adult.
But as she comes back,
105 sawa. Yeah, nimemaliza. Niko nafanya hesabu. So the biggest thing that I've learned every time, I've learned that somebody only has two options when it comes to such things. The first option is you can sit at home. It's allowed. You can sit at home, feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life, or you can pick up the little pieces that are left and move on with life and try to do something with yourself or with you can do something with yourself. Guys, this is serious. Yeah, you can do something with yourself instead ya kukaa kwa hauko umeketi the entire time. Ng'ombe. Sorry, Kai. Babu, tuende kwangu niletee charger tafadhali.
Yako umemute.
Hapana, sijamute.
Sasa as
Nime-unmute.
unmute now. Okay.
Nime-unmute. So yes, those are the two options. You can feel sorry for yourself for the rest of your life and endelea kukaa kwa nyumba ukilia every other day, or you can just amka uanze ku live on polepole tu. Time will come when you'll be able to look back and smile, or I don't know, but it takes time. Hiyo niko sure. Yes, nimekuwa hapo, bado naendelea. It's hard sometimes na smile, sometimes na lia at times, but not as much as before. Na simu yangu inaisha moto, so naweza potea anytime. Poleni.
Sasa before upotee, I would want to tell you thank you so much, by the way, for sharing that with us. You can be sure it will unaweza mute kidogo tu ili ni kuna kelele inatoka kwako kidogo. You can mute kidogo just but you'll be seeing me. Okay, so thank you so much, Sharon. I'm sure someone will be really blessed, and you have given some two key lessons. Umesema, even with whatever happened to you, a lesson you learned was that you can choose to sit at home and cry, kabisa. And the other one was, Janet, I'm sure you have captured it.
Yeah, so the other lesson is
So
you
you
can
can
also
see,
decide to start up and just decide to go out and do things. I'm happy to see her do business. Yeah, after the season and everything, I'm happy to see her out and doing business in everything. Yeah, so how is business? I hope business is doing good. Nice, yes, that's
wow,
how business.
nice.
Yes.
Mm. Wow, wow. We celebrate you. Now, unmute, by the way, you are still muted. Kidenji? You still muted, mommy.
Muted. Oh, niko muted. Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, I started like a small business. Nauza tu cereals ndio utwa. Tuko wapi mnatuona? Na hiyo ni kakibanda kangu kadogo tunauzia
Tunatuona.
tu groceries. Ni tuwaru na tunyanya na tukuu. Yeah. So na grow
Congratulations.
pole pole. This is the first month actually. Hii ndo nimeanzia, nilikuwa naongea na mtu huku poleni. This is the first month ndio naanza and nakwambia mtu ana need kuwa patient kuanzia kazi.
By the way, you are live, so you can, this is going to be a good time to advertise your business. Uko wapi? Nini na nini? So take this chance and do it.
Kuadvertise.
Uko
Kuadvertise.
wapi?
Mimi niko Tatu Embakasi, hiyo road ya niko opposite Penda Hospital, just across pita hivyo. Hiyo njia tu iko opposite Penda Hospital, just walk. Ama kama uko nje ya Rema Hospital, pita tu na hiyo njia and then utanipata tu hapo nje nimeketi nikiuza
And they,
cereals. Bebe kwa nataka nifanyie delivery niambie mapema. Niko na keys. So
thank you, Sharon. You're really trying, even from. I mean, all of us we applaud Sharon. I mean, she's equal job, young adult, and I try to make it despite everything. And we are glad. And for everyone who has had a story, and especially a business, whatever she's doing now, we welcome you. Kama unapita hiyo side ya Tasia, tafadhali, you'll meet a beautiful lady with a very alluring smile.
Smile, yes.
Tafadhali nunulie. Sharon, we're so glad to have you.
So much bebe guys, niko job saizi, so na bado niko njiani, so movement ni mob, kelele bado ni mingi. Kazi nitafunga around 8:30 usiku or towards 9 before curfew ndio nitafunga.
Okay.
So bado niko
Sawa,
njiani
sawa.
hadi yes. No,
We celebrate.
tutakula sweet pamoja.
We celebrate you, Mami. Bye. Thank you for choosing to be our guest today. We are so blessed.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
To everyone, that's story one of Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea. Janet will be hosting our next guest, and he's already in studio, and we'll be welcoming him soon. But I hope you're getting something. Our desire is to hear the stories. Then they're not perfect stories, so we'll not try to really make anything out of them. Just to hear stories and where young adults at, and let's just talk. Let me be inspired. Let me be challenged. Let's have prayer points, because together we will rise. Together we can. Okay. And meanwhile, our chats continue on our WhatsApp page. So you can click there, join us. We are live on YouTube. So let your comments continue coming. Meanwhile, Janet, pick it up and welcome Luap.
Hey, so the next person we are hosting is from Kafenderi. So we happen to have a branch in Derry, and he's one of the people who started out with us. And he is Mr. Loap. So Loap, give it up. Let's hear from Loap. Okay, sorry, we're having an issue with Loap. Let's give him a few minutes and then he'll be with us.
That's okay. Meanwhile, Janet, hatukukusikia sana. As we wait for Luap, wewe umekuaje?
But me, I don't know, it's been crazy. Like, for me, March was crazy because I had an accident and I was indoors and the extrovert me was suffering. I don't know. It was crazy. Like, March was crazy, April was crazy. Yeah, May was a bit better. But June has been better. Through all the challenges, I can say I have picked it up. But basically, it's been a journey. It's been a journey of trying to just sit back and just move. Like, the extrovert in me
Watch
has suffered.
after
Anyway.
waiting.
So your main challenge has mainly been just being indoors, or?
Yeah, and then also my business, being a caterer and an event planner, and the fact that we are not working as much, it has really been a challenge, manze. Unaamka, unajipikia, unakula, unakaa chini, unajipikia tena, unakula, unalala, and it's been draining, I would say, very draining. And I don't know, maybe I can say this. At some point, because I didn't know how to connect. I got depressed at some point. But thank God I'm back. Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. So in a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being really good and 1 being really bad.
So my scale is, I usually have a very different scale every other day. Like, today I've had a tough day. Like, I had errands to run in the morning. I had clients to meet, and it has been crazy. And I knew I had a meeting to join. So my days are not as predictable because what I'm currently running is not something very predictable. You don't have like a predictable schedule. So there are days where your days are at 9, there are days you're just at 1. You sleep the whole day because you don't have the energy to go out and meet more people.
Okay, thank you. And we know you've been notifying, you notify us when the guest is ready. But as we move on swiftly, I continue calling all of us wherever we are, whether on Zoom or YouTube or WhatsApp, Facebook. Keep your comments coming. And maybe I want to change the gears in some way and ask, what has inspired? I'm sure all of us in some way have been inspired by something. And I want us to like look at the Word of God, which, if there is any, that is, which verse or which story in the Bible has been ringing in your mind this season, and or which verses, and maybe some verses. Is there any biblical story which has been ringing in your mind as you've been trying to jungle out everything this season? And maybe we can start with Wina. Let me hear from you. What's any biblical story, image, or anything which in some way you could say has been inspiring you or has been ringing in your mind as you process this season?
So for me, mostly I've been reading I've been reading the Psalms. I've been going through the Psalms again and again, and one Psalm that particularly that particularly made an impression on me is Psalms 34:17. It says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and near to those rejected in spirit." I think something like that. To me, it means so much. It means so much knowing that even when things are so hard, when things are so tough, God is even closer. God is closer than we imagine Him to be, and just just going through this period, as in, it gives me confidence knowing that at least naweza kuwa mbali na watu wengine, but then I am more nearer to God than ever before. Yeah, the Psalms have been so vital, seeing me through this period during the hard days, the dark times, and all that. Yeah, so
Mm.
this Psalms 34:17 to someone out there,
Psalm
maybe
verse
you
17.
read it in your free time.
Okay, Psalm 34 verse 17 says, do you want to read? I can
No,
read.
you can just read. You can just read.
When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. Wow.
34
So this,
17.
yes, when the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. Is that the verse?
No, apa.
Okay, what did you say? You
The
say
Lord is
this, you
close to
quoted it.
the yes.
Okay.
It says
It's 34:18. 34:18. It's just near there. The
yeah.
Lord is near to the broken-hearted and save the crushed spirits.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
that's
Thank
the
you, man.
one.
So for winner, Psalms have been the place to go. And I'm sure you're not alone, by the way. Uh, those are some of the God uses Psalms a lot to speak to people, especially in the moments of pain, in the moment of disillusionment. And so thanks, man. Janet,
Yes.
what has is there any biblical pass? Is there any Bible verse which has been inspiring you, or is there something that has been inspiring you in this moment?
Your idea.
For me, I would say the story of Ruth has just been an inspiration. Like, one day somebody called me and told me, you know what, you should just be a Ruth. And it was just ironical. I didn't get it. How am I supposed to be a Ruth? I have lost it. Like, I've
Mm.
lost business, I've lost everything. How am I supposed to be a Ruth? But I thank God for community. I thank God for community, for people who call to just check up on you. Like, no, they're like, Ruth lost the husband, and she decided to move. She decided to make a move, and that has just basically been what has been guiding me. And the love from community, the checkups, the messages, and all that has kept me going all throughout the period.
So the story of Ruth lost it in some much way, but we see the story. It didn't end the way it just was. Thank you. Thanks, Janet, for that. What would I say have been my inspiring Bible verse? Well, I didn't have one in mind, but the idea of the children of Israel, the experience in Canaan. I'm doing the book of Judges at the moment, so the experience in Canaan was so unpredictable. But I see them, God coming. In fact, there's one verse which says, ni venye sikumbuki kwa lakini kwa hapo Judges, their cry to the God could not, acha niseme na kwa Kiswahili, Mungu angevumilia their cry for long. I mean, walikuwa wamekosea God alafu akawa leave, lakini wakamlilia, and then we see God saying he could not bear with their cry, so he sends someone, and we see him sending people. So that has been in some way telling me that he's with me in the times. Yeah, these things. But fear, luckily, in sometimes I listen to music. So music has also in some way been inspiring me. Specifically, good music. Desagu, Ubwedede, in some way it light up my moments, but also good music for King and Country together. The one we should theme song has been also an inspiring song. So yeah, I would say what has kept me this season.
That is good to hear. Ubwende. Desagu and Ubwende.
Ubwende
That
de.
is nice to hear.
Ubwende de.
Ubwende. Okay, it's Ubwende de. Okay, I am behind. You're the one who keeps me updated music-wise. But the new releases. But it's good to hear that.
Well,
at least... well, yes, you keep us updated on music. Yeah, so that's good.
Could you give us an Wina, could you give us an update on our guest? Is he able to connect with us at the moment? Wina, you're muted. Wina, we can hear you.
My guest phone.
Sorry.
My guest phone. Nasema simu yake imezimika, but then tutakuonea hapa kwa space yangu.
Okay. We are almost sawa. Janet, anything from work?
Not yet. The browser has blocked something from him, so we're trying to sort that out in a few. I'll keep you posted.
That's okay. No, that's okay. Meanwhile, we are still set. We want to hear the last. If you have not been able to join us, we want to hear another story from our very own Edu Swaka. He is in the house, and he'll be joining. Be sharing the same seat with Wina. So Edu, you are really welcome. And to just notify everyone, our session takes 1 hour, 15 minutes. So in the next 15 minutes, we will do away with this conversation, but we don't end our conversation here. We'll go back to Zoom. So all of us, whether you've joined us on Facebook or YouTube, we'll go back there and just have a moment to share our stories and maybe pray for one another and just bond. So keep tuned in to Cafe Maisha ni Kuongea, Afloat Stories. So haka ni aje?
Kwa Steve nimekumiss.
That's so different. Sijakuzoea hivyo. You don't have hey. Yeah, so I'm just like, what has COVID done?
It has changed a lot in me. One from
the head
perseverance in terms of I'm used to mimi ni msee wa crowds, you know. Napendanga kukua tuma penye wase wako wengi, wase wako hyped and all that. So corona has changed me. Imeniforce nikakuwa more cautious in terms of you know, how I approach people, masaya greetings. Nilikuwa ngole msana kusalimiana, you know, pull you in, you know. Sayini I just, you know, ni knuckles say ama elbows. It has made me know that there are many ways. As a believer, it has made me realize that kuna other platforms that you can, you know, unaweza preach. Yeah, apart from the in-person fellowship, unaweza pia ongea na watu wengi in a screen, you know. So it has taught me that.
Thank you. I know tumeruka umeingia tukakurusha kwa deep end. Like what have you learned? But wacha turudi kidogo kwa shallow end. Tuko tumeshikilia tu hizo vitu umesema. I mean, you become more cautious. Umerealize manze si lazima twende church ili msee apreachiwe, unaweza kutumia other platforms. Na zaidi ya hiyo, Swaka anaweza ongea kwa screen manze, you know, ni kama uko kwa TV. I'm just sasa una feel ni kama uko kwa the bench. Jeff JKL live, yeah? Mimi ndio na feel hivyo by the way. But yeah, so tunashikilia hiyo ni deep end. Acha tukuje shallow end kidogo.
Yeah.
Before cafe inilia tu kukuacha kichwa kikaa hivyo. What happened?
At before cafe?
Before tuende break. Kichwa ilikuwa kuna venye ilikuwa. Sasa hii anakaa ni Janet. Kwa sure kuna mchezaji fulani anakaa mchezaji ni mwimbaji.
Yeah, so I met someone special, you know. Hapendi nilikuwa like Shaggy, you know, hapendi nilikuwa Shaggy, like he wants me to be palatable, not only to her but to the world. If you get him.
Palatable. Okay.
So nikusoma kwingi kwa sababu nimefanya pia nasoma siku hizi. Anyway, nilijaribu designs. So I realized there's something that I can do to look even much better with my hair, you know, apart from my dressing and my talking. She told me that unaweza kaa fit na hiyo nywele only if it is styled. So yeah.
And that's how you have that style.
Hapo sasa wao wananisuka mingi. Leo alikuwa akanishuka hizi. Najua kesho atakuja tena ajaribu nyingine.
But nimekuwa naona picha zako and I've been wondering kwani unaendanga like juu naona leo uko hii design. I'm like dude, I mean that's uko na designer mkali na nakushifting kila siku almost. Janet, just something, you ni big brother wako anakaaje?
Manze hajakuwa akitupea amani. Kuna huyu mtu fulani amemiti hii season. Wewe Edu atupee amani. Edu kwa WhatsApp saa 8 za usiku. Atupee amani. Na mwana lakini anakapiti.
Naona ni kama ameenda out kidogo. But he has said some really key things. I mean, but ameongea kuhusu being cautious and sorry, nyi wase mlituacha hapa. Mlituacha kwa mataa. We will ask whoever is in studio with you guys aende. You in call me private by the way, and it's 21 years and above. But Swaka, as we come to a conclusion, I know you have talked to us about the good things, and I'm sure someone could be listening and asking, you wase mna enjoy. I mean, ni wale wasewa, this is what I have learned. This is what I have learned. What has not worked well? Because when I'm saying labda una kitu work well, do you have such a story? And you don't be is that kuna vitu hazijawaka? So no freeze so siwaski, but I want to hear from Swaka kama, because I know you may be listening and asking, nyi wase mnakanga mnakuanga float, you know, nyi ni wase wala kulearn too many lessons. Is there what things which have not worked? And as those guys come in, I would say, like for me, what has not worked is because I have hoped to go back to the normal. I was studying. I've hoped that shule zinaweza funguliwa nirudi Nairobi, even though I'm doing online classes. I still want to do that. And you know, nilikuja na nguo tatu, mbili tatu na sijaweza kuongezea, and more that more than the COVID-19 stress, I personally have my other issues. So zikiongezanishwa na COVID-19 zimekuwa zinani overwhelm, so that at times it feels you know, there's what I would do during COVID-19, especially moment of depression, I would say. Well, see depression, but those moments of distress. But now with COVID-19 and all that, zikiingiana manze, life has been hard. So that's what has not worked. Specifically, me going back to what I think will work for me, and two, COVID-19 put together um, with my own personal issues. Yeah, Janet. Yeah, that I would say that has not worked. I have learned some lessons, but kuna zile zenye sija learn so far. By the way, would you want to say something, Janet? Even as we come to a close.
Yeah, I would love to say something because sometimes it all looks perfect, but the truth is, it's never perfect. Manze, like mi si bado sija recover, mi bado niko hapa. I'm trying to recover and get to learn how you don't meet people, how you don't just appear on people's door to check up on them. So I'm just learning, and it's nile tu kitu yenye ni very prior, so it's not, I'm like, me, I have not learned. I am still, these regulations manze zinaniweza, so I am trying, but it has not worked. I have not learned yet. And so, and then business wise, I mean, go to a baby. 4 months down the line, I am still caught up in that thing of maybe just COVID will go tomorrow and then I'll go back to my life. Maybe COVID will just disappear on us. So I've still not learned how to cope up with not being there, as in not being in the crowd, not going out to meet people, and just having to call people, and that just being the only thing I do.
Thank you for sharing that, Mami. But I believe that despite all that, together with our different circumstances, together with the not working, together with the lessons we are learning, um, we can be inspired to move on to the next step. Um, and so today, the main objective was to invite all of us to a moment of talking. And in a short while, we will be moving to hearing more from people, especially on Zoom. And we are inviting you because we want to go pray, have a moment of prayer, have a moment of hearing more stories. Do you have your prayer items with you? Send them to us. We shall see, and we want to pray with you. Do you have? I mean, uh, as Cafe, we believe that you are here to come talk, and so we want to invite everyone, young adults, 21 years and above, wherever you are. Are you looking for a platform where you can just come and talk? We are inviting you to come and let's converse. So join us in our WhatsApp group, join us on our Facebook page. But we'd love to remain afloat despite everything. We yearn to remain afloat in everything. So that's it for today. We want to thank you, those who have been able to join us. We want to thank you, Sharon, who gave a wonderful story of where she's at. We want to thank you, Edu, who was with us in a short while. Thank you so much, Edu. And for every other young adults joining us, we want to continue the conversations on WhatsApp, on YouTube, and on Zoom. In fact, now we want to break out on Zoom. And before I say bye and do a prayer, especially on StreamYard and Facebook and YouTube, I want to give the other host that we had to, in case there's something they wish to say, even as we come to a conclusion. So Janet and Wina, do you have something that you wish to say, even as we come to a conclusion?
I so hope that as we do our float stories, we get to realize that we're not going to give up, by the way. And maybe life will never get to the normal we're used to, but we can still keep moving forward. And
Okay, I'm not sure. The only one who's not hearing you, Janet.
This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back. Sing it for the broken parts. Sing it for the just found out life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. And if we fall, we will fall together.
This is for the second chance. This is for the new romance. Sing it for the left in vain. Overcame. It's not too late.
If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. If you feel alone and don't understand, if you're fighting the fight of your life, then stand. We're gonna make it through this hand in hand. We fall, we will fall together. Together. When we rise, we will rise together. Together. Listen, if you're looking for hope tonight, you're all alone. If you're feeling alone tonight, and you feel if you're in the fight of your life, I can promise we're gonna make it happen. I will be by your side. By your side. Can you feel it? See the light. Whenever and wherever, just as long as we're together, say we fall. We will fall together.
I got you, my brother. I see you, my sister.
We rise. We will rise together. Together. We will fall together.
Take my hand. Help me stand.
When we rise, we will rise together. We will rise together.
Yes, sir.
Together we are dangerous. Together with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.